What if I told you some of the most popular products you see in stores, like laundry pods, banana chips, or even dumplings, can be made in a garage-sized space with the right setup? In this video, you'll discover 8 unexpected micro-manufacturing opportunities in 2025. Not just single machines, but compact production lines that turn raw materials into packaged products. We'll cover how they work, what they cost, and why more small players are getting into manufacturing with setups no bigger than a room. Let's dive in. Number 1. Laundry Detergent Pod Machine. Laundry pods are now a household essential. Compact, mess-free, and super convenient. This machine is built to manufacture them at scale using a fully automated process. It starts with a roll of water-soluble PVA film that feeds into a forming station. The film is molded into small cavities, each filled with concentrated liquid detergent and then sealed shut using heat. The sealed pods are cut, ejected, and collected for packaging, all without touching a drop. The best part? Everything is controlled digitally. Pod size, liquid volume, sealing time, it's all adjustable via a touchscreen. That means you can customize your pods for different markets, from fragrance-free eco versions to heavy-duty stain fighters. The machine fits into a 4x3 meter space and can crank out 300 to 800 pods per minute. That's serious volume from a setup that fits in a garage. The typical machine costs around $18,000. Yes, it's on the higher side, but so is the demand. Private label cleaning brands, boutique detergent sellers, and even contract manufacturers are all jumping into this space. The profit margin? Strong. Each pod costs just a few cents to produce, but retail prices range from $0.20 to $0.40 per pod depending on packaging. You'll need to handle chemicals safely and may require permits for storage and labeling depending on where you operate. But once you're set up, this is a machine that keeps working with minimal oversight. If you're looking to get into a recession-proof product with high repeat purchases and low shipping weight, this is it. Laundry doesn't stop during a downturn, and pods are now the format of choice for millions of households. Quick question: are detergent pods getting more popular in your area too? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Number 2. Banana Chips Production Line. Banana chips aren't just a tropical treat, they're one of the fastest-selling fruit-based snacks in local markets and grocery aisles. With this compact production line, you can transform raw bananas into packaged, seasoned chips without needing a full factory. Here's how it works. First, the bananas are automatically peeled and sliced into uniform rounds. These slices are then blanched quickly in hot water to keep their golden color. From there, they move into a fryer, where they're crisped to perfection. Once fried, the chips pass through a deoiling belt, then into a rotating flavor drum. This is where you can add salt, sugar, chili, or even honey garlic seasoning. Finally, they're sealed in bags by an integrated packing machine. The entire system fits into a 6x3 meter space and can be operated by just 1 or 2 people. Depending on your fryer size, the line can handle between 50 to 120 kiloliters of finished chips per hour. That's plenty for small snack brands, farms processing surplus bananas, or food startups looking to hit regional stores and markets. The full setup, including slicer, fryer, flavor drum, and packaging, typically costs around $10,000. Not bad for a system that can turn a $5 bunch of bananas into $100 worth of shelf-ready snack bags. Of course, you'll need a clean kitchen space and food safety certification, but the process itself is straightforward. Banana chips have long shelf life, are easy to transport, and the flavors are completely customizable, making this a great product for both bulk sales and premium gift packs. Pro tip: experiment with regional flavors, spicy mango, smoky BBQ, or coconut sugar. Unique blends are what keep customers coming back. What's the most unique banana chip flavor you've ever tried? Drop it in the comments, I might just include it in the next script. Number 3. Popcorn Production Line. Popcorn isn't just for movie nights anymore, it's now a go-to snack at supermarkets, gyms, cafes, and even vending machines. This compact popcorn production line lets small businesses get in on the action with a system that automates popping, flavoring, and packaging. Here's the flow. It starts with a kernel feeder that delivers corn into a heating chamber. Depending on your model, this chamber uses either hot air or oil to pop the kernels. As they explode into fluffy popcorn, they're moved along a conveyor toward a cooling section. This airflow keeps the popcorn from turning soggy, a common mistake in manual setups. Next, the popcorn enters a rotating tumbler where powdered flavorings like cheese, caramel, or barbecue are applied evenly. Once coated, the popcorn flows directly into an integrated weighing and sealing machine that bags it for sale. The whole setup fits in a 5 by 2 meter space and is usually operated by one trained person. Production rates vary, but most machines output 30 to 80 kilograms of finished popcorn per hour. That's enough to supply small supermarkets, food stalls, or direct-to-consumer snack brands. A full line including feeder, popper, cooler, flavor drum, and packager runs about $14,000. Not a small investment, but when you consider that a 50cc bag of kernels can turn into $10 worth of gourmet popcorn, the ROI stacks up fast. You'll need regular cleaning and light maintenance, especially around the flavoring area. But otherwise, this is a smooth, low-labor process. Plus, popcorn has near universal appeal. It's gluten-free, vegan-friendly, and easy to infuse with new trends like protein toppings, truffle oil, or matcha. Get creative and your bags will stand out on the shelf. What's the wildest popcorn flavor you've seen in stores? Drop it in the comments and inspire the next wave of snack entrepreneurs. Number 4. Protein bar production line. Protein bars aren't just for gym lovers anymore. They're for commuters, office workers, students, and anyone needing a quick energy boost. With health and convenience in demand, this compact protein bar production line opens the door to a booming, profitable niche. Here's how it works. Dry ingredients like oats, whey protein, seeds, or chopped nuts are loaded into a mixing chamber. At the same time, liquid binders such as honey, nut butter, or syrup are added. The mixer blends everything into a sticky, uniform dough. This dough is then fed into a shaping unit where it's pressed into sheets and cut into precise bars. The size, weight, and shape are customizable via a digital interface. From there, bars travel on a conveyor to an automatic flow wrapping machine, which seals them in printed plastic or foil ready for retail. You can also integrate a date coder or batch labeler depending on your distribution needs. The whole line fits within a 6 by 4 meter workspace and typically needs just 1 or 2 operators. Output ranges from 200 to 500 bars per hour depending on recipe density and bar size. Cost-wise, expect to spend about $22,000 for a full-featured line including the mixer, roller, cutter, and wrapper. It's a serious investment, but the return is equally impressive. Each bar costs about $0.40 to $0.80 to produce and can retail for $2 to $3. Sell 300 bars a day and you're looking at over $600 in daily revenue and strong margins. Plus, the product options are endless. You can create keto bars, vegan protein blends, gluten-free options, or even custom post-workout formulas. The ability to swap ingredients easily gives you flexibility for market trends or customer requests. Food safety protocols are important, especially for allergen handling, but the process itself is streamlined and highly repeatable. Many small brands even start white labeling for gyms, health food stores, or online fitness coaches. If you could invent a new protein bar flavor, what would it be? Tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear your ideas. Number 5. Tomato Sauce Production Line. Tomato sauce is a pantry staple around the globe, used in pasta, pizza, soups, and even street food. This compact production line lets small brands, farms, or restaurant chains convert raw tomatoes into shelf-ready, long-life sauce products, all within a workshop-sized footprint. The process kicks off with a washing and sorting section. Tomatoes are cleaned to remove dirt and damaged pieces, then moved to a crusher that transforms them into pulp. This pulp is fed into a jacketed cooking tank, where it's heated and thickened under controlled temperature. You can adjust heat levels and cooking time depending on whether you're making a smooth marinara, thick pizza sauce, or a spicy chili blend. Next, the hot sauce is passed through a refining unit that filters out skins and seeds, leaving a smoother, premium texture. The final step is hot filling, where the sauce is poured into sterilized bottles, jars, or pouches and sealed instantly to preserve freshness and increase shelf life. Some models even come with integrated capping and labeling systems for a seamless end-to-end operation. The system fits into a 7x4-meter workspace and needs 2 people to run effectively. Batch capacity varies, but generally falls between 100 to 300 liters per hour. For small producers or co-packers, this is an ideal setup for meeting local demand without industrial-scale overhead. The full cost, including crusher, cooker, refiner, and hot fill station, is around $16,000. Considering that a liter of tomato sauce can sell for $3 to $6 retail, the margins are excellent. You can also create premium versions using herbs, organic tomatoes, or regional recipes to charge even more. This business is especially ideal for small farms that want to reduce waste during tomato season, restaurant brands launching their own jarred sauces, or health-focused startups targeting clean label condiments. Food safety certification is required for commercial sale, including pasteurization knowledge and proper sanitation. But once those are in place, you have a low-waste, high-demand product with strong consumer loyalty. Quick question: what's your go-to tomato sauce? Classic basil, spicy arrabbiata, or creamy vodka? Drop it in the comments. I'm collecting ideas for the next gourmet run. Number 6. Fruit juice bottling line. Fresh juice is more than a refreshing drink. It's a booming industry driven by wellness trends, local sourcing, and convenience. This fruit juice bottling line gives small producers a complete, efficient way to turn raw fruits into shelf-ready bottled juice, all from a compact, garage-sized setup. The process begins with a fruit washing unit where apples, oranges, mangoes, or other produce are cleaned and prepped. From there, they move to an extractor, which varies depending on the fruit: centrifugal juicers for apples and oranges, hydraulic presses for leafy greens, or pulpers for tropical blends. Once the juice is extracted, it flows into a mixing tank where natural preservatives, sugars, or flavorings can be added. This step is fully customizable depending on whether you're making raw, cold-pressed juice, pasteurized blends, or smoothies. Next, the juice passes through a pasteurizer that heats it gently to extend shelf life without killing nutrients. Finally, the juice enters the bottling system. Here, automatic fillers pour the precise volume into glass or plastic bottles, followed by an automatic capping station. Some lines include a labeling unit to complete the branding process in-house. The entire setup fits in an 8x4-meter space and can be operated by 2 people comfortably. Production capacity typically ranges from 500 to 1,500 bottles per hour, depending on bottle size and juice density. That's more than enough for small beverage startups, juice bars looking to expand, or farms creating value-added products from surplus fruit. The cost of a complete juice line, including extractor, mixer, pasteurizer, filler, and capper, is around $19,000. But the numbers make sense. A 12-oz juice bottle costs $1 to $1.50 to produce, and it retails for $4 to $8 in most health-focused markets. With high repeat purchase rates and the ability to create unique seasonal blends, you have excellent margins and massive branding potential. You'll need food safety certification, proper sanitation, and possibly refrigeration if you go raw. But the startup complexity is much lower than many other beverage operations. Juice is a visually appealing product that sells well on Instagram, at farmers markets, cafes, or via home delivery. Offer seasonal collections, detox kits, or subscription boxes, and you'll build recurring revenue and customer loyalty fast. What juice flavor would you bottle if you started today? Mango ginger, cucumber mint? Comment your best combo. Number 7. Office Staple Manufacturing Machine. It might surprise you, but one of the simplest, most overlooked products, office staples, can be manufactured profitably from a small workshop. If you're looking for a low-barrier, low-maintenance micro-manufacturing business, an office staple production machine might be your perfect entry point. Here's how it works. The machine begins with a coil or spool of steel wire, which feeds into a straightening and cutting system. The wire is cut into uniform lengths, then bent into the familiar U-shape that we all recognize in staple strips. Depending on the machine, these strips are formed into sets of 50, 100, or even 200 staples per row. The machine then presses and compacts each row, aligning them into standard format sizes used in most desktop or industrial staplers. The finished staple rows are ejected onto trays, ready for packaging. You can add optional coating units for copper plating or anti-rust treatments if you want to sell premium variations. All of this fits within a compact 3x2 meter space. It's fully automatic with a digital interface to adjust pressure, staple size, cutting length, and bending speed. Once calibrated, the machine requires only one operator to monitor wire feed and pack finished strips. Capacity ranges from 200 to 600 staple strips per minute depending on model and wire gauge. For bulk orders, you can easily produce tens of thousands of strips per day. Cost-wise, the investment is relatively modest. A fully automatic staple manufacturing machine with wire feed, forming, and cutting costs around $7,500. Wire is extremely affordable, around $1.20 per kg, and 1 kilogram can yield several thousand staples. Finished products can sell at wholesale for $3 to $5 per box, depending on packaging and finish. This is a great opportunity for small office supply startups, contract manufacturers, or even school supply brands looking to produce staples under their own name. You don't need food safety certification, no refrigeration, and no chemical handling, making this one of the easiest to launch manufacturing businesses. Packaging can be as simple or branded as you want: eco boxes, plastic wraps, or branded paper packs. Sell online to local businesses or even to export hubs that specialize in bulk stationery. Have you ever seen an office supply made locally in your area? It might be more common than you think, and you could be the next supplier. Number 8. Dumpling Production Machine. Dumplings aren't just a cultural classic, they're one of the fastest growing frozen food categories in the world. From Chinese jiaozi and Japanese gyoza to Polish pierogi and Indian momos, their universal appeal makes them an ideal product for small food businesses. With a compact dumpling production machine, you can create gourmet or mass-market dumplings at scale from your kitchen-sized workspace. Here's how it works. The machine has 2 hoppers, one for dough and one for filling. You load pre-prepared dough into the machine's roller section, which flattens and cuts it into uniform circular wrappers. Simultaneously, your filling, meat, vegetables, cheese, or a sweet blend, is automatically injected into the center of each wrapper. A sealing mechanism then folds and presses each dumpling shut, creating hundreds of perfectly formed pieces every hour. Modern models allow you to adjust the size, thickness, and crimping style. You can produce standard crescent dumplings, round ravioli, pot stickers, or even dessert-filled pastries using interchangeable molds. Some high-end versions include an auto flour system to prevent sticking and a conveyor to guide the finished dumplings into freezing trays or packaging stations. The entire operation fits comfortably into a 4x2 meter space and can be operated by one trained person. Output ranges from 3,000 to 6,000 dumplings per hour depending on size and filling density. This makes it ideal for small food factories, frozen food startups, or commercial kitchens looking to streamline a manual process. The average cost of a high-performance dumpling machine is around $11,000. That includes adjustable molds, food-safe parts, and stainless steel construction. Add a small freezer and vacuum packaging machine, and you're ready for full-scale production and retail. Now, let's talk numbers. A single dumpling, including dough and filling, costs just 4 to 8 cents to produce. The same dumpling retails frozen for 30 to 50 cents, or up to $1 when sold hot in street food setups or restaurants. That means selling just 1,000 dumplings a day could bring in $400 in revenue with well over $300 in profit, daily. If you found this video helpful, hit like and subscribe for more weekly content on small-scale manufacturing and business tools. Until next time, stay curious, stay building, and keep creating what the world actually needs.